Hey kids, Wolf Timber is back. And today we have got another urban legend. Urban legend this time is the urban legend this time is, can you build a weapon in prison? Now you're thinking, prison? Well, the only time you've been to prison is when you went to Joliet and you took a tour of the place. This is a marker for me for editing. I'll insert a picture of Joliet somewhere there. Okay, now you're thinking, well, how could you make a prison or a weapon in prison, right? Well, today we got an expert. We got Matt the Meth Rat. As you all know, Matt the Meth Rat, well, you all know Matt the Meth Rat. I think that's all we need to say there. Now, according to Matt, you would source any materials available. Now you're thinking, well, what would be available in a large institution like this? Well, they had a lot of fences. So one of the favorite things to do would be to take and you would remove some of the wires that hold the fences to the post. And again, this is a marker for my editing. So you would gather like 3 of those, and hopefully that video clip was somewhere in there. And after you got those 3, you would straighten them out. These are made out of wire coat hangers. I did have we'll use the word gentleman point out, they don't have wire coat hangers in prison. Well, yeah, and I also don't want to go to prison for swiping 3 pieces of wire off of the local high school fence where I got the video footage from. Call me crazy, but you know. So after you source your pieces of wire, you would simply, well, first off, you would have to take and scrape these against concrete, and plenty of concrete around. You get them to a nice point, then you would twist them all up, and you would get a block of wood, and your block of wood would look something like this. If this looks familiar, if anybody recognizes this was the original handle from the book club. The book club video, that was the original handle. No, book clubs are generally not made in prison to the best of my knowledge. Anyone can correct me? Hey, write it down in the comments. Book clubs are common in prison. Okay, so after you procure your block of wood, you would then twist your wire and insert them into a hole that was bored into the block of wood. I'm not going to bore you with details of boring a hole in wood. You bore a hole in some wood. Now, if you're thinking, hey, that's kind of small, well, remember, you might have to suitcase this thing. Keep that in mind. Well, I did have access to glue, so I put some glue in the bottom here just as added. Well, then you would go to the art department. You would get yourself some tape. And you would very carefully wrap tape around this. Nice and good and tight. Yeah, we'll put another piece on here. I'm not going to take a lot of time making this perfect because, well, who wants to sit and watch a guy play with tape, right? All right, now that we got that, what do you think, Matt? Is this about correct? Matt's gonna hold this. I'll be right back. Well, he was cleaning out this other gentleman's cell. Well, he was a kind of short, grubby little guy. Had this weird tattoo on his forehead. Yeah, kept talking about some chick named Sharon. Yeah, I don't know. He was kind of a weird dude, apparently. But Matt had found some little thick pieces of paper in the corner of this guy's cell. They were all perforated into these little squares. Each one had a Led Zeppelin symbol on them. Matt made nesting material out of it. A couple hours later, good thing Matt had his shank, because according to Matt, this is what actually attacked him. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. I'm just telling the story as told by Matt. Matt pulls out his shank. Now, will this shank actually take out a BBC? Yes, a big brown cardboard guy. We're going to find out. Oh my. I mean, I didn't hit him all that hard, but yeah, that stopped it pretty much with just a point. Ah, okay, there we go. I had me worried there for a second. Yeah, that punched right through. Oh yeah, this is sort of yeah, this is stopping it. But either way, again, I'm trying to not stab my hand. Yeah. So that's how you build a shank in prison. And if you're ever attacked by a big brown cardboard guy, well then, apparently according to Matt, prison shanks work on BBCs. So that's your video for today. How to improvise a weapon in prison by Matt the Meth Rat. And that's a cut.